Welcome, Forex fans. It's Rob from eXplore here with Godking Master of Rituals, which is a game that's come out by the time you're watching this, probably. And I wanted to show it off a little bit to see if it would be a game that you're possibly interested in, because there is a lot of things that are going on here that I think are pretty awesome. So if you can imagine a Master of Magic mixed with Dominion-style combat, and I think you're probably in the right ballpark. So I wanted to show it off a little bit, just to do like a 20-minute quick preview video, and we'll have an actual preview article very soon, so stay tuned to that at eXplore.co. But go ahead and let's go ahead and start. New game. Hello. Yes, let's do this. Alright, so we're going to start with a more traditional faction. I think I'm going to do either the Fireman or the Barbarian Brotherhood, only because these guys are a bit off the wall, a little bit different, right? These guys are pretty normal too, but I do want to go through in these and show them off a little bit. So you have the Scaleborn too, which are basically lizard people, and then the Chaos set and all that. So we also have the United Tribes, which we just showed off at the very beginning, and I think I'm going to take those because they're pretty standard fare, right? So you have your High Shaman. So you choose your incarnation, right? High Shaman, they just added the Godworm of Fire, which I guess is like easy mode. And then you have the Harbinger of Chaos, Frozen Tidemancer. All these are supposed to, they have like their own, you know, the faction that they kind of easily, like surely set with, or are supposed to set with. But, you know, you can choose, and, you know, maybe you can lead the Barbarians with a freaking Wraith Lord, if that's what you choose. So we're going to take the High Shaman because it kind of fits the theme. And we're going to take maybe a light blue and call ourselves Doom Staff. There you go. Doom Staff. Whoa. It's about show some combat, show what the basic game loop is like, so that you understand. Alright, so we have these two here. These are our two armies, right? We're going to go ahead and merge them by allowing our incarnation to set up with this Barbarian Chieftain here. You can manage armies by clicking this top button here, and then we're going to take these two and actually just drop them off with the Barbarian Chieftain. And we're going to start moving. So you right click to move, like most games. Looks like there's already something we can go ahead and look to see what it is. What is it going to be? It's going to be 27 gold, an amulet of protection from the desert, and a scroll of return from the desert. Nice. So that's actually a pretty good haul there. I don't know what the amulet of protection does. We can scroll over it, right? It'll give us 1 armor, which is great. And we'll come over here, and I think we're going to go ahead and just start this game off with combat right off the bat. Going to go to headquarters here, and we're going to look and see what we can do with our war camp here. We can upgrade it, which will allow us to build various different units here. It also gives us bonuses to various things like gold or food and stuff like that, depending on what we build. A lot of them are just upgrades to allow new units to be built, or we can build units. So here we have a horse bowman. I'm going to go ahead and build the horse bowman. No, you know what? We'll start with something a little bit short. Or short. Yes, we're going to start with something shorter, which is actually true, because anything would be shorter than a man on a horse. But we're going to go ahead and start with the Barbarian Warrior, which is just a frontline unit. And we'll start with 3 of them. And we'll end turn. Very good. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and click over here, and we'll show you what combat's all about. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and continue to upgrade this place. We have 2 gold coming in, 1 food, 0 iron, and 1 sacred herb. I guess it can be found growing all over Elador, but it takes local knowledge to find them in great amounts. So that, I guess that's going to have something to do with our magic. Maybe it's our magic capability. So I can show you here that this guy, who is our High Shaman, our incarnation, he can summon things through his magic, and I think that's what I need the sacred herbs for. Looks like 24, 4, and 16, so that's where it's all at right there. That would make sense, right? But for some reason it's named differently for each of the factions. So some of them call them mana, they call them the sacred herb, but maybe just a little bit of a flavor there. Alright, we'll come back here, and we're going to go ahead and see if there's some bowmen. We'll take some bowmen, and we'll end turn. I said end turn, man. Lordy. So we zoom in. We're going to go ahead and take a look at combat as it is. So we can speed it up by clicking here, or actually just going right through with it to this, or you can use this to speed it up as well. So we're going to speed it up a little bit. The animations are clearly not there for the combat yet. You don't see any like bow and arrow, or like arrows flying or anything like that. Again, this is early access, and you know, I'm sure all that stuff will show up eventually. So there we go. We're gonna kick some booty here. Gonna beat down these guys, and then we'll take this, basically like take the city, and it'll add to our generations of gold, food, iron, and sacred herbs, depending on what it is, the type of like settlement it is. You can drag yourself around here. You can zoom in. You can actually take a look at different angles here too. So clearly, I think the animations need to be worked on, but that's something they can work on in early access. But it does look a lot better than Dominions, I'll tell you that. Nothing against Dominions, for sure. You can also use WASD to move around too, which is nice. Alright, so now we have our after battle summary. We can see that we had 1 death and 10 kills, and they had 11 deaths. I don't know how you have 11 deaths, but yeah, I don't know. The math didn't work out there. So our bearskin robe was equipped by Doomstaff, which is now going to allow us an additional HP and additional armor. So most of the time when you take these places, in fact almost every time I believe, you'll recover an artifact, which is cool because it's a lot of different ones that I've seen. Nothing crazy yet, right? There hasn't been like an insane artifact I'm like, wow, that's so cool. But they all have like, you know, minor bonuses to various like hit points, or you know, various statistics, I should say. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start second battle here, and then here we're gonna, as you can see in the lower right, it's gonna add 2 gold and 1 food per turn for us. And what we can do is send maybe these guys here. Can we send them? I don't think we can actually. They're garrisoned, so I believe they have to stay there until you gain one of these army commanders. But what we'll do is continue to build a couple more skirmishers frontline. So we'll build a couple skirmishers, right? And it looks like we don't have enough food anymore, so we're out of food. We're going to go ahead and intern. We'll take on this place, and we will likely win, very likely win. So we'll go ahead and speed up just a wee bit here. And of course, I could just immediately jump to the end of combat, and we'll do that. So we had 5 deaths, surprisingly. And that might be because I didn't let any of my guys really recover from the last time, so they were a little bit lower on health than they should have been. Alright, so we gained sacred herbs for that one. So this one will gain us 1 gold, 1 food, 1 sacred herb, which is great. And that means we can actually call animal friends, so we'll go ahead and do that. As you can see, there's a nice little animation, and we're bringing on some scorpions. How about that? Alright. We could immediately go here, but I'm going to leave my guys to maybe allow for some HP regeneration. Alright, so these guys can't move, which I find frustrating. I would like to move them, like to set up garrisons here at other places, but it looks like the only way I can do that is if I go with my armies and then set garrisons there. So like if we come back here, which we will here in a second, I'll show you. Alright, so we're going to pick up some axe throwers maybe. Here we go. Intern. Yeah, see, because I don't want them to take that, because these guys will take that city. We can manage armies at farm, and we can we'll leave some scorpions there. And we'll leave a bowman, maybe a couple bowmen. Here we go. And a couple warriors. We can shift click and bring more than 1, which is nice. And looks like, yeah, we'll take 1 skirmisher and leave it there too, because that's a pretty good place, right? So we don't want to lose that. Alright, so now we'll head back down here, and what we'll do is we'll combine these 2 armies here before we move on any further. Alright, intern. I'll say it, intern, man. There we go. And we'll come here. Now we'll manage our armies. We can shift, click all these, and bring them over to my guys. And maybe we even buy some more, right? So we can come over here and look to see what else we can buy. Or build or recruit, whatever you want to say. We can do Barbarian Horsemen, which sounds mean enough, right? We'll take those and we'll add a Barbarian Horseman to the army here. And the idea is you want to kind of, you know, so some of them are ranged, some of them are skirmishers, and some of them are frontline. And those all determine where they are in the combat line there. So you want to have a good mix of them. I've seen that ranged units do a pretty damn good job of making people miserable. So they might be a little OP right now. Oh, cool. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take out these guys. The Nor Berserkers. I believe these are the barbarians too? I don't know. Dvergs of Nor Explorers. A group of Dvergs most likely looking for prospecting opportunities. Well, I'm about to attack them. Sorry, guys. And one skirmisher. There we go. We definitely want to make sure that we keep an army at our main city, because if we don't and someone invades them, we lose the game. And I learned that the hard way in a stream recently, so I lost very early, which sucked. Oh man, this horse is getting crushed. The horseman's getting crushed. Yep, there he goes. Bye. I was going to speed up to 4 times playback, I mean. So just going a little bit faster. We'll see what's going on. This thing's pretty mean. He's not taking much damage even when he gets hit. So clearly it's a pretty powerful unit right there. And this guy with his lightning ball, I'll tell you what. Can't wait to punch you in the face with that. There we go. Alright, so the Nor Element, and that's probably the Nor Jarl right there. That was pretty mean. So you can take a look at him by right-clicking. That's definitely what it was. So he was mean, I'll tell you that. Wait, did he have an artifact? No, he didn't. So, alright. And we gain 46 hit points. You gain levels, right? So I don't know why it hasn't been divvied up. So it says level 1 was 0 out of 12 hit points. Let's take a look after we do this. If that changes, it should change, right? I didn't mean to do that. Let's go ahead and click out of here and then come to the armies here, and we'll just make sure that, yeah, okay. So they were all divvied up. Of course, 48 hit points between a billion people in your army is not really that much. So let's go ahead and summon some more animals. Oh man, I only got 1 scorpion that time. That's just not cool. And we will take some warriors here. What's the... Okay, so looks like we need more gold. Come up here. The only thing that's frustrating for me with this movement system is that you have to do each of them one at a time. And then it always kicks back, like the camera kicks back to the unit. So like if I start to click up here and I want to be like, here, it kicks back, right? There's some annoying little polish issues, but nothing that's too bad right now, especially for early access, right? So we definitely feel a little bit more apologetic for things in early access. Willing to concede some things. All right, so we have, let's see this group here. You can look in the lower right to see how strong that enemy army is compared to your army. Mine, even though I've got more units, is not as strong as that army. So I'm not going to go ahead and take it on just yet. And it looks like we have, what is this, outlaw raiding party? We'll take them on. And by that I mean we'll take them out. Alright, and we'll bring in some axe throwers. Like I said, we want to make sure this place is defended. Hopefully that wolf there doesn't take on my undefended settlement there. So we're going to take these guys out, clearly. Nothing super powerful or great about these guys. And And there we go. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save up for an additional hero, commander, whatever they call. Yep, they're called commanders. And we're going to wait maybe, what is it? Probably about 6 turns, 5 turns to grab one of these. So there's a spy master. He looks like he's on a horse, which he is. And, oh, I'd love a right click to close, but I don't get it. Horde master looks like it is so amount of a right Horde master wielding a staff and large shield. Horde masters are experienced commanders with nature-based combat spells. These guys are good at keeping an eye on terrain. These guys are pretty much what I have right now. So ritualists offer defense and are fair combat spellcasters. And then we have a shaman, which I believe is exactly who I am, right? They cast support magic and heal. And then your barbarian chieftain, which is a pretty strong warrior class. So I believe the chieftain is the least expensive. Oh, the shaman's 34 gold. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just do this chieftain so I can show you what that's all about, right? And then we'll go ahead and just call this an episode. I just wanted to show you basically what this game is all about, right? Because I know that there'll be people out there that are like, whoa, Godking, this is new. Wonder what this is all about, and they'll be looking for a video, and I wanted to show them a video of what it could be and what it is that this game is all about. So let's go ahead and oh no, we don't want to do anything. We want to save up, right? So this should be relatively simple, right? We're gonna go ahead and kick it back to 4 speed again. And as you can see, when they have spears, they can actually hit from like 2 tiles or whatever, 2 like lines away. So the skirmishers are pretty good to have like in the front lines if you can. So they'll be able to hit the front lines before the other front lines will if they're just sorted and shielded. Like I said, these ranged units are pretty powerful. So, all right, so we have initiative -1. Which I'm pretty sure is actually initiative +1. For some reason, the lower your initiative in this game is, the faster you are, which is a little counterintuitive. All right, so we're gonna come up here actually. Let's see how strong this one is. 996. So we probably could take this one out too. All right, we'll go to headquarters and we'll intern. I'm gonna take out that wolf. The second chance I get. Not the first chance, because the first chance was a long time ago. Alright, so as you can see, you got a little town here over the side. I don't know why we're fighting here when the town's over there. We just walk over there. Maybe the town could be back here, as it should be. Just little nuances, right? Like some things. I'd really like to see combat animations. I mean, right now you're just seeing numbers, but you know, there's room for them, right? You could see arrows, you could see all that other stuff. It'd be fun. I mean, you already see spells. You should be able to see arrows. Looks like I might die here. Wow. I wonder what happens. Do I come around here? Yes, I do. All right. Start coming around the side. I come up on the sides. Yeah, my army is definitely taking a beating. It was 11 deaths. Wow. So assassin shoes will give me another bonus to my initiative and an initiative, or I'm sorry, a bonus to my max damage as well. All right, we'll come down here. We're gonna take these wolves out. Well, it looks like I can actually... Oh, there was a null reference there. So we're going to go ahead and come back here. Again, it's early access, so things like that will happen. Summon Wolven Guard. Ooh, okay, so they're basically werewolves. I like it. Hopefully they're super fast, too, like werewolves should be. Alright, so we have available upgrades, too, now. As we're starting to see stuff, we can gain a gold per turn. We can unlock Barbarian Frost Jarls and Winter Wolves. And here we can unlock many new units and commanders to recruit from here. Okay. And then lastly, we can build a temple to the moon here, unlocking Barbarian, Beastmaster, and Wolf Mates. Nice. So we're saving up for this chieftain, right? So another 1 turn will be good enough. And I'm going to take these wolves out. And then we'll come down here and we're going to go ahead and... Oh, I need an iron. I don't have any iron. Do any of these give me iron? I don't believe they do. But for 12 food, I gain an additional gold per turn. But that's not worth it because I'm actually providing less or bringing in less food than I am gold. So I know this is going to happen. We'll just go ahead and stop. So we killed them. Lesser Werewolf has 1. We need iron. All right. So does this have iron? This has 3 iron. So I guess what we'll have to do is bring our guy down here to take this one here. We're going to need to build a bigger army. Going to need a bigger boat. All right. So let's take a look at some of the things that we can build here. Need iron for the Shield Master. Great Axer. That's a weird name. We'll take some of those. And we will definitely put in some more bowmen, right? Alright, there we go. So once we get our guy there, that'll put us at 20. I'm sorry, 18. My bad. Hopefully that'll be strong enough to take on that group here. So let's go ahead and manage. We'll take all of them here and we'll place them over here. Alright. So what is our army power? It's 2,499, which is pretty good, and it might be strong enough to take these guys out. It'll be my last battle before I go ahead and call us an episode. Alright, there we go. So let's go ahead and take it out, and we'll go to headquarters, end our turn, and see how this combat goes. I appreciate you guys. Whoa, nice. Those are some very large ogres. I might lose this battle. Yep, there goes my werewolf. That didn't last long. There goes my horsey. Yep, I might lose this battle for sure. It's looking pretty hairy. Go ahead and speed things up. We'll speed up my inevitable doom. We threw some wolves in the back there. That's good. Yikes. I'm just getting crushed, man. It may not be as lost as I thought, but it definitely doesn't look good. Oh, yep. There goes all of my front line, so... Does not look good. Those stone throwers are mean. I'll tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and increase combat speed even more. So my hero's getting in the mix now, and he's almost dead too. Oh, there he goes. If I win this, it'll be barely by the skin of my teeth. Like I said, these ranged units are a little OP. And there we go. We won because of my ranged units. And Greater Ring of Pain and Assassin Shoes. Alright. Well, it looks like we lost our Barbarian Chieftain. But like I said, this is a game that I think has a lot of potential. It's a bit simple, right? It's nothing like extremely deep, but I do think there's room for that in this genre. And I appreciate it. You know, I enjoy when I play it. So please take a look at it. Consider supporting it because I think it's worth supporting. You know, it's always good to support people who are trying things differently. But until the next time, and if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. And if you want to see more, definitely let me know too. But until next time, this is Rob from eXplore. Keep exploring, guys.